Hi folks! Alright, so I'm going to try to help you a little bit with how to do your shark dichotomous key. So if you read the introduction, it will tell you that a dichotomous key is a key with specific characteristics, and usually you get two choices, hence the di and dichotomous. They either have something or they don't, or they have something and they have something else. And so you basically look at your organism and their characteristics and you work your way through. And so you might be like, hey, Miss Elledge, why do you have two of these open? Well, having two of them open actually makes it a lot easier because on this first one, I'm going to scroll down to the actual dichotomous key right here. And with the second one that I open, I'm going to scroll down to where my sharks are. Which, by the way, the first page has a diagram of what all the different fins are because you're going to have to know those for some of this as well. So we're going to go down to, there's our organisms, and we're going to be putting their common name right there as soon as we identify them. So I'm going to do the first two with you, and then you guys are going to be doing the rest. So you always start at number one and work your way down until you get to a name. And so I'm going to demonstrate. So with this first guy right here, I'm looking at this little guy. This is the real picture, and this is the drawing. Use the drawing for identification because it's clear as to what's on there. So I start at number one, and number one says I have two choices, A and B. Body is kite-like, or body is not kite-like. Well, his is pretty kite-like, right? So I go across, and then it tells me to go all the way down to 12. So I go all the way down to 12, and my new choice is small dorsal fin present near the tip of tail, or no dorsal fin present. So if I look at him, he's got these little fins right at the top of the tail. Those are dorsal fins. So he does have a small dorsal fin present. And this time, it just ends with the name of him, which is a skate. So that one was actually kind of quick, right? And you can type skate right in there. So now we're going to look at this one, very different kind of shark. So we're going to go back to number one. You have to go back to number one every time. If you try to use other characteristics, it's going to get messed up. Which, by the way, this is a real dichotomous key you can use to obviously identify real sharks because I put the real pictures of the sharks on the side. So this shark right here, is his body kite-like or not? Well, he's not very kite-like. So now it tells me I have to go to number two. Number two says pelvic fin absent or present. Well, we need to know what a pelvic fin is. So if you go up here, here's the pelvic fin. So there's an anal fin where his anus would be, where he poops out of. Pectoral fins where like your pecs would be. And then he's got a pelvic fin where his pelvis would be. So looking at this guy, does he have a pelvic fin? Yeah, he sure does, right? So we're going to go back to where we were. Pelvic fin is present. Now it's telling me to go to 3. 3 wants to know how many gill slits he has. So I'm going to look at my picture here. And he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can always zoom in bigger if you need to. You got 5 there. So we're going to go 5. Tells me to go to 4. Only 1 dorsal fin or 2. Those are the fins on the back. So there's 1 and there's 2 there. Okay. So he's got 2 dorsal fins. Now it's telling me to go to 5. 5, mouth is at the front of the snout rather than the underside. Our mouth is on the underside. So his mouth is kind of under his snout. If you want to see one that's more in the front, see how his is more in the front. These guys are all underneath. So his are under the snout. All right, mouth underside of head, so I got to go to 6. Is his head expanded on one side or not expanded? So expanded like the hammerhead. He's not him. He's not expanded, so we're going to 7. Top half of the caudal fin is the same size as the bottom one. So you might be like, what's a caudal fin? Well, the caudal fin is the tail fin. Okay. So the top half of the caudal fin the same size as the bottom half. Well, definitely not on that guy, right? Top half of the caudal fin different in size. Yeah, it's different. So now I'm going to 8. 8. First dorsal fin very long. Well, his is not very long. So regular in length. So now we got to go to 9. Caudal fin, that's his tail fin, is very long, almost as long as the entire body. Oh yeah, look at that thing, right? Almost as long as the entire body. And then we finally get to who he is, and he is a thresher shark. All right, so thresher shark. So we're going to put him in there. Oh, I still spelled it wrong. Okay, so that's kind of how you do it. And then you're going to take this next guy, start at number 1. Some of them will be quick and you'll find them right away, and some of them will take a little while to get there, okay? So go ahead, use your drawings, work your way through. You can look at your fins right there if you need to, and I do highly suggest opening 2 screens to make your life easier. Good luck, guys. Bye.